Welcome back everyone. Today we're in a game called Ranch Simulator. I'm Joel and this is my ranch. As you can see, we have built up the fence and all the things. This is the meat and cheese factory that's a mess we gotta clean up. We have the logs we need to go load up and put in their place. And we gotta get a little bit of work done to check on the animals. We might do some in the garden thing. We need to do some meat and cheese stuff. So we got a lot to do. Appreciate everybody. Welcome to the premiere and/or video. Let's get going. Hop in here. Hit C as in cat to hook that up. And if you're new to the game, check it out on Steam. That's where I got the game. I bought the game there. Not sponsored, just where I bought it. Look at all the cows. They hanging over the fence like, yay, feed me. We got a lot of work to do. We still gotta fix these trees and make a way to get through here a little better. We need to load this in over here. I guess we'll stop about here. Alright, let's see what we can get done. I don't know if I'm gonna put this fence here or not. I hadn't decided yet. Probably not, but let's get in and see. Okay, so it looks like everything's full in here. So we'll have to build another little spot to put the logs unless this is empty. Alright, let's build a new thing. Get this book out. Let me see. Where is the log holder? Not in here. Let's look in here. It's not in there. It's not in there. I'm sure I've just missed it somewhere. Let me see. It should have been in this one. Alright, here we go. Appreciate everybody. You can also, a commenter said you can also put planks in this as well, not just logs, but planks as well. So let's put this one over here. We may have to move the truck so we can get it. I think that ought to do. Let's just check it. That's good enough, close enough. Alright, let's build that with the planks we have over here. Actually, after we build it, we need to I just started to put some in there to see how it looks with the planks. There we go. There's supposed to have been some boards out here. Is that trailer still there? Yeah. Let's get these. We still haven't painted anything. I gotta decide what I want to do about paint, what colors, if any. I kind of like wood stained colors, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. So you can put it in there. See it? Put it down in the bottom. Let's get one more and see what it looks like. But it's a pretty good game. Check it out on Steam. They have another map you do. It's a DLC. I have that one. We're going to be playing that one too. We're just trying to finish up a little on here. But if you want to check that out, check it out. See, it puts it on the bottom down there. That's good. Good to know. And then you can just take it. We'll just take it and set it here, because I'm sure we'll need it for something at some point. Alright, let's go get the logs pulled around to this door. So we gotta go on the other side. Let's close this one. Alright. Appreciate everybody. This is a pretty good game. I think you'll like it. It's a lot you can do. A whole lot you can do. So check it out if you're new. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Trying to get it close as I can to where I can just throw it in there. So, not bad. Let me see if I can stand close enough to just turn. Yep. Oh, well. Yeah, I can. Oh, we need to turn the light on. It's so dark in here. We can close that door. We might even need more lights. As y'all can see, you can put lights up if you're new to the game. Alright, so let's do that. Makes it easier to load it. If you don't want to do that and you want to be able to load it without a problem, put it in windows with the open area in the window, not glass. Those windows, and you can use, through the window to pull it out from outside. So you could stick your hand through the window and get it. Oh, I dropped it. There we go. But let me think, what are we going to do on this episode? Them chickens never did hatch. I'm assuming because we took the chickens out of there that they're not. They should have been some fertilized because there was boys and girls in there, roosters and hens. But they're not. They're just not hatching unless we haven't given it enough time. I haven't checked them to see if they are fertilized with that, machine that we have. But I don't know. It's just not working out. So we may have to just collect them and use them in our cooking, which will be fine. We need eggs for our cooking anyway, and I need to go get some white roosters and build another chicken pen for them because one set of each, hens wise, and then we'll eventually put some chickens. It's pouring down rain. Look at her. We'll eventually put some chickens. Like if we want to breed anymore, if one dies or something, we can breed them. We'll have 4 roosters in the dog pen, or we'll make them a pen, and then we'll have them breed when we need to. Alright, so I'm gonna leave this. Oh, I didn't even know that was there. Let's move it. Put it over here so I won't lose it. Oh, we need to cut these lights out. But you can see it looks nice. Whoop, I didn't know I backed into something. See how nice it looks? Looks really nice. You can build things on this game if you're new. It's really nice. I like the game. I like the building part of the game. I'm not a big fan of the rain, but we could leave this trailer here. I'll just unhook it. And let's go ahead and I'm gonna pull up by these bins and check the food for the animals because they do need to make sure they have food and water. Okay, so we need to feed them. Then we're going to check and see if those babies grew up and that if they turned into males or not, male animals, because then we don't want animals to breed when we don't want them to. We want to make sure that's happening when we want it to happen. And so we'll check that. I'll probably take that fence blueprint down, but right now I'm leaving it just for in case I build more. It gives me a straight line to know what's going on. There's our pigs having babies. That's good. I kept a boy and girl in there, but we will have to move them at some point. And I think I already separated the boy and girls here. I should have kept them together if I didn't already put them back together. But the baby may have grew up they had and turned into a boy because it looks like there's a lot in there. So that's okay. I want it to grow because we can shear the sheep. Let's go ahead real quick before we finish. Just peek and see if we see a boy. Is that a boy? Can't even see. No, that's not a boy. There's still babies in here, so I'm sure there's boys. Up. That is definitely a boy. Alright, I'm going to pull him out of the pen. And then we're going to go make it daylight. Because let's get this some food because we didn't do it. And we passed one of them, so we'll have to. Oh, they definitely need food. I don't want them to starve to death. Let's give them some more. And he's gonna follow. We might throw him in the what is that called? Greenhouse. Just while we go get the lights back on. Let's throw him in here if he'll fit. He ain't coming? He broke loose. I thought he was gonna come. Huh. He should be coming. Nope. He's not coming. Oh well. Well, he can just stay on the run. I gotta make it daylight. We can't see nothing. I'm gonna come to the tent. It's quicker. You can go in the house and sleep, but for now, we're going to do it here. Appreciate everybody. Smash the like button. Hope you are enjoying. Takes time to get moving and grooving. You got to get going. We got to pick all that meat up. We're getting there, though. We're getting it all organized. Oh, he went to sleep. Good. Come on, you ain't supposed to be there. Fine, I'll jump over. Come this way. Come this way. Come that way. Take you to the boy pen. I'm sure there's some more boys that we didn't want in there, but we'll see. Let's take him on down. See, there's some goat boys. But apparently we have some more because it looks like several in that other pen. And there's sheep in there too. We put them all in one. If we decide to, we can build a sheep pen separate if we want to. But a lot of times sheep and goat are together, so I was thinking I might keep them together. This is going to be boy pig pen, but right now he's mating so we can have more pigs because pigs are good to sell and make stuff with the meat. And we'll be making a lot of stuff with all that meat. We have a lot of meat. And here's our dairy cows. And that's all the boys. Now we're going to be tending to the girls, milking them and stuff as well. So we just got to set everything up. Look at all the boys. And of course he's going to come running to come out. I'll shut it and wait till he moves. Oh, y'all just driving me nuts trying to get out. Let me try to get him in this way. Alright. Let's go see if we got anybody else that's a boy in there. Because I don't want any more cows. We have enough right now. Nope, this girl. I think this is a girl. She's so big. It's gotta be. She's pregnant, yes. There's a baby, see? There's gotta be males. Unless that other guy was the one. But the babies are the one that's growing up being males that's doing this. We may have to take the babies out and put in a separate pen. That's the only way we're going to stop this. Because otherwise it's going to keep happening. See, there's a male. The baby grew up and it was a male. Most of it's not. Up and this one ain't even supposed to be in here. Alright, so we're going to have to put the baby somewhere. Huh. I might put them in the pig pen since there's nothing in there right now. Just temporary till they grow up. We separate them and then we're done with the cows. As far as more boys and junk like that. Alright, let's put him up. We'll move the babies and then we'll go try to do something else. And get some stuff done. Because we've been busy getting it all built up. Now it's time to start working on meat and recipes and making more money. Because we've spent a lot of money. Alright, let's see how we can get in here quick enough so they don't get out. Alright. There we go. Okay. Now see, I want them to have some babies, but soon we'll have to move the boy pig, and they're probably having babies too, it looks like. So one of them baby boys started having more. So that's what happened. Alright, let's get the babies. All the babies out. Then if they turn into a male, it don't matter. Because they won't be in there anymore. Now, it will matter if we don't check them in this pen. Because if it's a boy and girl in here, all of a sudden after they grow up, they can have babies. But I'm hoping I'll see it quick enough. But once I separate it here, I won't have to check the pen anymore. Because we'll know it's all girls. We'll only have to check the baby pen. It'll be less animals to have to check. So that's what the goal is. Put them over here. These are the babies. You honestly might even need if you want to do it like that, is make one pen just for every kind of baby there is. And then when they have that baby, you just go and take all babies to that pen. They grow up, you separate them real quick. And then those other pens don't get messed up again. Because you got a lot of animals that can get pregnant. A lot of girls can get pregnant just from as soon as a baby boy grows up so quick. You know, it won't take but a minute and there's like 30 animals that's pregnant, you know. So if you separate them, then it would be only one or two that gets pregnant. Like if there's a couple babies in there. we are finished with the baby pen for now. So we can move on to something else. We need to go feed the rest of these animals though. So let's go do that. Shouldn't be no babies in there because it was all boys. So luckily that's okay. We're gonna go feed everybody. Yep, look at all them cows. I didn't think I put that many in there. Well, let's feed them. There we go. Now we've at least got all the chance for them getting pregnant out of there. So it shouldn't happen anymore, unless there's a pregnant one. If that was a pregnant cow, there is a potential for them to have a baby. So we will peek back at some point on a future episode to see if anybody had a baby again, but it shouldn't be. But we won't wait long. We'll make sure we double check it, which we should have probably checked to see if they were pregnant. That way we would know. But as you can see, there's all the babies. We'll have to keep an eye on them though. They could start breeding. Alright, so these are going. Let's check this. Feed these chickens. Check on the dog and the roosters. The roosters are good. Where's my dog? Uh-oh, there he is. He looks okay. Let's check on him. Hey buddy, how's it going? Let's give him some food. We gotta feed the dog. I mean, he has enough water to last. So I'm not gonna worry with that. Hey buddy, how's it going? You gonna come with me? I don't know if I'm ready for you yet. How about we wait a couple more rounds, cause I gotta do some things before I bring you along. There's all, look at the egg mess. My goodness. There's the white ones. We're gonna move this pen, but look at all this mess we gotta clean up. We have a mess on our hands. We need to go ahead and start cooking in here. Let's cut the lights on so we can at least see. Oh, one of these is the outside light. That one. This bottom one is the outside. Yeah. And then we can turn this one on for the inside. There we go. Now we can see. We need to do these chickens and get them cooked up. Why don't we get some of that cooking? What you can do is grind it up, and then you can do a whole meat process. Why don't we move this beef? I forgot where we said our chicken one was going to be, but you know what? I'm going to call it, this is the chicken one right here. So we'll put this beef over here out of the way just for the looks of it. And we can start on our chicken. Make some chicken dishes, which will be great. Oh, we didn't feed our other chickens. Everybody's saying, what about the chickens? Let's go feed them before we get started, because we don't want to make a mess. We still have to pick up meat out of the yard, but we're real close to having everything organized. We got to pick that up. See, these need some food too. And of course our garden needs to be taken care of. See, it's only a few in there. I'm sure they didn't even hardly lay much. Well, I was wrong. But luckily there's no rooster in there. So, oh wait, we need to go check see if the the chicks ever hatched. I doubt they did. If they did, I'll be shocked. All of them still eggs. See, no babies. So they're not going to let it. I'm assuming that these are not fertilized, but they should have been because there was boys and girls in here. And as soon as I took all the chickens out, it's like it killed all the eggs in a sense, because nothing ever hatched, which really is ridiculous. It's supposed to. You have a little egg tester. Where is it at? Here it is. This is the egg. Oh, I threw the egg down. Whoa. Anyway, this is the egg tester. Says hit enter to continue. But basically, you put the egg in there, and you can tell, if it's fertilized. You could make it show up. Why is it acting like it can't? I'm highlighting it and it's not letting me. There we go. E to toggle. See, that's on, and you would see like a dot darkness in there, and then you would know it was fertilized. But well, look at all this chicken meat. What is in here? Pork. I really need an empty ice chest so bad. Where is? Do I even have one? Now that one's close, but it's not empty. Well, let's take these and get over here. This is beef. This is supposed to be the beef area, but I'm gonna call this the chicken spot. And this is beef, so let's move that back to the beef side over here. This one is supposed to be, we'll put it up here if I can. I'm not sure where that spout's gonna pop up at. We'll see. Maybe. Alright, so let's you need to re-engage this pot to where it attaches, and then put your chicken in there. E to put it in there. See? And then you hit E to turn it on. And then it throws it in there. Once that's done, you can take it. You can put it in here. E to put it in there. Put this back. E to turn that on. Whoops. You gotta get closer to it. E to put that back. This is probably, yep, that's in the way. Then it makes it, this would have fell on the table if this wouldn't have been in the way. We'll set it here. And then this one, you want to fill this pot up. So this must be empty because it's supposed to show the pot. Let me put it up here and see if that's going to help it. We're supposed to be able to fill it. Oh, I know. We need a bucket. We need a bucket. It's okay. Gotta get a bucket. Here's a bucket we can steal. Alright, see the bucket? How it highlights? Then you hit E and it filled the bucket up. We'll put it back over there. Alright, take it over there. You can fill the pot up with the water. You can set this pot on top of, whoops, pick it up before it spills. Hit E, then take this and stick in there. Hit E to add it. See it's in there? And then you're gonna hit E to start cooking, and now you're cooking it. And if you see, it's gonna go to 100%. Then we've cooked that into sausage. And you can add eggs and stuff in it. You gotta add them over there in the other area. You know. And then once you do, you didn't even have to grab that. You gotta hit E to get it. And then you can put it in your basket or your ice chest, which we don't have. So fortunately, we're gonna have to lay it on the floor, which is ridiculous. But we don't have any empty chests. We're gonna have to make some empty chests. So now we're gonna get this guy put back over here so that when we need it, we have water. And then this one, well, whoops, you gotta make sure you hit E. So just remember that, and I keep hitting the wrong button because it's been a while. So we're gonna do that. Hit E. Now I think we need to add the egg after it goes in here. So let's put a chicken in and turn it on. Get it to go in here, and then we'll add egg to it. I don't remember how many, but at least we're gonna add one. I don't know how many it'll let you add. I'm gonna add a couple just to see. Okay, it didn't. And it won't let you add two. When you click it the second time, if you're clicking on the meat, it picks it up out of there and makes a meatball. When it makes a meatball, you can come over here and hang it to dry. So now that's gonna sit in there and dry. When it's finished at 100%, you can go sell it. Then you're gonna close that and run back over here and tend to it. So now we'll just do another one. Turn it on. And then we'll get an egg. It gives us, sometimes can give you more money because you're adding the egg to it. E to add. Okay, so I just want to make sure I click the right spot. E to take the product. I'm just checking something, see what it says. Okay, see, they're not letting you add another egg. So there we go. Now we can grab if you go down low enough, left click it, you'll pick it up with that. Then you can mix it in here with the egg in it. Then you're going to put this back with E. Turn that on, it'll fall down. It's going to mix that up, grind it up into a sausage. And then this has egg in it now. So you're going to click that. You can put that in there and then fill it up, or you can get the bucket, hit E on the pot, right click and then left click to put the bucket down. Left click to grab this and then hit E over this. It says press to add, and then you put that in there and then you hit E to start it. You cook it. Now that one's going to have the egg in it. And I'm going to get an empty ice chest and show you what it says the difference is. So then you can hit E to take the product. We know this one has an egg, so I want to keep it separate. This has 10 chickens in it. I'm just going to take them out. I'm just dropping them to speed it up. So we're going to use this to, even though it was raw chicken in it. I know. Everybody's like, no. Then you hit E to pick this up, lay it down. Now it says chicken sausage, egg boiled. Okay? So that's what happened to that one. Now this one's going to say something else. Chicken sausage boiled. Now we did not put an egg in that one. Now I'm going to do one, and I'm not going to boil it, and I'm going to show you what it says. Hit it, make it go. We'll do the sausage, and then I'll throw it in there and show you see what it says. Alright, now you're going to take this pot, put it in there, put that one back, turn that one on. No egg, and then we're not going to boil it. We're going to throw it in the ice chest, and you can see how that works. Okay, and that one says chicken sausage raw. Now we're going to make another one, and we're going to hang it. So we'll put that in here, and we'll cook it or mix it. This is grinding. This is sausage stuffer. Okay, do that one. Then we'll go hang it to dry. Alright, and then go put this and this one right there, and that's the drying one. Now when it finishes, we'll put it in this ice chest in comparison to these others, and you'll see there's a different reading for each one. Okay, so depending on what you're trying to do, that's what you do. Now I would love it if I could boil a whole chicken. I wish they would do that. I wish they would let us bake a whole chicken, but they don't. Let me drop this, and then I want to add some water. You could also put milk in there, but I don't think they're going to let me. Nope, they're not going to let me put the whole thing in there. I would love it if they would. That would be so cool. And I don't think we can double load this. Actually, you can hit this. You can load it before you grab this one, but you can't, do much else. Now, if we want to again use the egg, just grab it, put it in, and I don't think we can just stick this in here. No. And of course we can take that straight out again, and that would be the sausage one. Whoops, like this one. But it's going to be called something else. So you'll have to see when we do that one, when it dries, what it is. But this one we'll just go on and put in the sausage thing, and then put that. Whoops, and then turn that one on. But at least now we have a production area ready to go. And again, we can get eggs if we want to get more money. You can go ahead and grab that one, load that one, put that one back, load that one. Then you can grab this if you want, throw it in there, cook up. Then you can hit that one to be cooked, doing all of it at once. As you can see, everybody's working. And then this one's ready, so then you can load this one up again, snatch that one, load that up again, snatch that one, put it in there, and then you gotta access your water again, throw it down, put that one in there, turn it on, hit that one, And you can kind of have everything going at once, as you can see. Like so. But then you can just get a system down and have your ice chest closer, obviously, so that you can work with it. And depending on what's at the store, like they tell you different things that you can get more money for at the time. So maybe this one's good, or maybe you need the one with the egg. And you won't know until you look at the store which one sells best at that time. So you need to check that out at that little restaurant to know what in the world to put there and when to put it there. And then of course keep your eggs nearby, so if you want to add the egg, you can. You don't always have to add an egg, so don't worry about that. And then if you pick it up, don't worry, you can set it down, get it, hit E to get it out and put it up, and then of course stick it back with the E. And then we could do the milk. We'll do one with milk. And I don't remember what it says that one would be with milk. So let's go milk. Let's make it daylight because it's already dark, which is great because it's we already at nighttime and we can still see. So let's go make it daylight and go milk a cow because we need to get some stuff going. Appreciate everybody. Go and smash that like button. Alright, hop up, lady. Alright, we need a milk bucket. Let's just grab anybody's bucket, somebody's bucket. We need to buy some more buckets. Uh-oh, that's got water. Should be one somewhere. There we go. Let me out of here. There's probably already some milk in here, actually. Because I brought some. I don't see it. We gotta go milk. In the rain. Well, these might have it. Let me look. Because some of them supposed to have it. Nope, they don't have it. Alright, we're gonna milk. Come here, you're gonna be my milk goat. And then you just hit D, and then A, and then D, and get this thing milked back and forth. One of them might bite you, don't worry about it. And they'll scream when you're finished, or you can count to, I think, 8, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. No, it looks like more. I didn't count, so. There we go. Once I do hit E, and then I'm stuck. Grab the bucket, and then get out of here. You can fill these up here, but I'm not going to do it because I want this right now. But you can fill those up so you can take a big thing of milk in here. And then we'll go put some milk in there and see what it says. And you can put this right in here. Like so. It took a whole bucket though, as you see. Then we'll take this one, put in there. Oh! Great. I accidentally did wrong. Now we're going to have to do it again. It didn't put it in there. It's going to make... I think it makes cheese. I'm not sure. Should make cheese. A plain cheese, I think it makes. We'll see. I didn't mean to do that. I thought it. Maybe it won't let us, but we'll see. Yeah. See, it makes a cheese. A plain cheese. And you're going to stick this in here since there is some cheese already in there, though. See? And then these are finished. And if you take one out, put it in the ice chest, blue mold cheese, and blue mold too. And I think we had some over here. Nope. I guess we didn't. I thought we made a different kind. Yeah, we did. This one I think is plain. So, let me see. I think I already checked that one. Yeah, we didn't make no more. That's plain, I think. Couch, what is it? White mold. We made white mold. So now I gotta get another bucket of milk. We could put a cow over here, just so we can milk a cow here and not over here. That would be nice. I might do that. That'd be fun. That way we don't have to come over here all the time. We'd have one just for an emergency's sake. Hopefully this ain't the one I already milked, or she's gonna squeal. Okay, good. And hopefully I'll check the button before I hit it so we can make sure. But we'll get this filled up nicely. Wasn't trying to make cheese. We made an accident. Oh, sorry. Don't kill me. She's like, no. Alright, let's get this over here so we can check that. But we got it going. We're going to have everything organized. Try to anyway. Alright. Put this in there. So let's see if we can do this now. Okay, so they're not going to let you. They won't let me put it in there with the milk because it says starts cooking. So we can't. So they're not going to let you put that in there. You would have to cook the cheese. Or you could go cook, you could put one of those mixes. You have these that you put in there to make the other kind of cheese. But for now, I don't care. We'll just put this one in here. Since that's what they made us do. That's our cheese stations over there to cook the cheese. I thought they would let us put that in there. I know what. We can put it in the mix. You gotta put it in here once this is made. So let me go get one more milk and try again. You can put it in that one. From my understanding. Unless they changed it. Because I know you can add milk to one of them. She better not be the same one. Okay, good. Different cow. They're like, what are you doing? You ain't supposed to be milking us. Yeah, we're going to have to put our electric milker machine to work too. We will. Sorry. They're like, get me out of here. Alright, let's try this again. Put it right in the pot before it's ever anywhere near that other thing. Could have been because it was on the little cooker thing too. So, see, now you can add it. Now I added it. And then I could add an egg still. Now that one is going to be a whole different ball game when it comes to the sausage thing. So let's move this one for a minute. Make that one. And you'll see it's different. We'll make one of each. Alright, let's put this one in the ice chest to see what it says. Alright, let me get it to where it should be. Chicken sausage, egg, milk, raw. Okay? And the other one is going to be chicken sausage, egg, milk, boiled. So you can have different scenarios is my point. So then we'll take this again. We'll put it in there before we put it over there. We'll get the egg, put it in there before we take it, put it in here, and get that one, and then we'll come over here and we can get the water in here, fill that up, put this in here and boil it, and then it'll say chicken, egg, milk, boiled or something. So let's do that one. And put that in the ice chest, and then we'll roll down. It says chicken sausage, egg, milk, boiled. So you got one raw, one boiled. It has each thing that you did to it. So you can see how that you can change it up. It's a lot of scenarios that you can do. And I think that's about all the scenarios. And I don't know if maybe we throw that down and let me see. They're not letting me put it in there for some reason. Why? They should be. They're going to make me put water in it to do it. Alright. Well, that's fine. They don't want me to do it that way, so. And then this will go here. You fill that up. And then we'll put that in there. And we are all set with this, getting everything cooking away. Put that in there, cook it up, and off we go. And you can make a lot of money. We might go ahead on this episode then and go look about and see about selling it. So, hit E, let's go sell these. and see how much we get for 'em. We'll cut the light out because we're pretty well done. Let's turn this light out as well. Close the door. It's not wanting to close. Okay, we're gonna have to come over here. If your door ain't closing, just gotta get another spot for it. Alright, where's our truck at? Way off somewhere else, I think. Thought we drove it back there, but I don't know now. I think it's on this side. I think it's back here. And you can see all that. We can put that poop in a little machine thing too. There we go. Here's our truck. Put this in the back. That is not what I was trying to do. Alright. Let's go to the stove. Alright. Alright, stop here. Get this gate open. That's gonna be a tight turn, because that trailer's in the way. I'm gonna have to back up to do it. Alright, off we go. We'll cut over here. We still got meat everywhere to pick up though. There's a deer. Alright, where's the store? It's this way. They changed the store place. I don't like the where they put it. I'd rather went to where they used to have it. They used to have it over there behind that building there. Now it's way down here. Turn right here. I don't like it. I like it where it was. Alright. Whoops. I'll take and get it out because it's only one. And you can put it here or you can put it in here. And then this tells you egg, pork, wild meat, which I have none of that. So now we're just going to go see how much these are on their own. You can see they have food in here. People left their food just sitting there. And he's up here. So, alright, hit E to get in here. Alright, so all that we have is this much money. So 86.7 a piece. I thought they told us how many. Okay, 13. I didn't sell that. What just happened? I did not say to sell that, but something just happened. I think it sold it. Anyway, $36 for chicken sausage raw. Cow cheese is $165 each. $3.30 for however times 2. We got 2. 1 cow cheese white mold is $100. So blue mold is less expensive, because if I'd have had 2 of these, it would have been $200. No, it says $165. So it's better for blue mold. And then chicken sausage, egg, milk, raw 1 is $98.60 with no multiplier. Multiplier is that sign we just read, whether it has it on there or not, and we would get a multiplier, meaning more money for that item at that time. Okay, so this one is $107 for egg, milk, boiled. So see how much more it is? So it's like $9 more if you boil it on that one. Okay, but if it's a sell or a multiplier that says this one is more 2 times or whatever, you need to do it. But let me go back and show you the sign again. Like that says egg, pork, wild meat 1.7 multiplier, means I would get that times that whatever the price would have been. So if I had just 1 egg, and I don't think I have any of this. Let me see what's in here. Let's get that and see. Oh, I do have wild meat. Good. Alright, so now I'm going to get a multiplier for 2 wild meat. Okay, so the wild meat's going to show me that it's 25.5. So when it's not a multiplier, it would be less money for the wild meat. So when you do it, when there's not a wild meat on that board, you'll see it's less than this. You'll get less money. So we're going to sell that one. We can hang on to these if we want. We're just going to leave that there. And then when we get a multiplier for it, we can sell it. We'll just set it over there. We'll take this one back with us. And then you can see I was here tending to stuff that I had. And I was using that here and there. That's so I can sleep while I'm here when I need to. But let's jump on back to the ranch. That's the store you would get your money at. We'll need to be doing. We need gas. Let's go ahead to the gas station. Well, we technically have gas on the property. Let's go back to the property and fill up. Because I don't want to just waste money when we already filled up that big tank. We'll go back to the property. It's real foggy. You can't see good. But I don't like how they changed this part. It's just a big mess to try to get it. And it don't stop. See, I'm pressing this for it to stop and it won't stop. So, and see, it makes all that. And I don't think that's fun. Then we got this wild animal. If we'd have killed that, that would have been more money. If it says 2 times multiplier, that's the most money. Ow. That's the most money you can get. It's 2 times whatever it is. So when you see a 2 up there, that's your best price. So now we're back. Wait, I was supposed to get gas. Let me go get the gas. I think I left it over here. Yeah, I did. We need to move that. I want to put this somewhere better. I'm thinking it'll reach. Let me see if it'll reach. Buddy's mad that I'm not taking him with me. I will take you, Buddy. I promise. Alright, let's fill this up and then we'll fill this gas can up as well. Because we need to keep it situated. Up. That's not fair. They turned on the radio. I think it turned back off. I hope it turned back off. Don't sound like it. Let me see. How do I get in the vehicle? V? It's off now. It was on. I had to hit R. That's copyrighted. That's why I didn't want it on. Hopefully, usually if it's on just for a few seconds, it ain't a problem. Usually. So, but try to get it off quick if you're going to be, recording or putting it up. Alright, so we did all that. I think we already set all the other stuff up. This is Buddy's food. Let's move it out of the way. I forgot what this was. This is... Oh, we didn't ever get our animals. We'll do that on the next episode. Let me see what we're going to do. I think we're close to done. What do we need to do? We could tear up all this mess we have in here. We're going to be having to get some ice chests to load all our stuff we got to sell. Because we can sell all that. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and do a time lapse and clean up all these beds that are anything dead or whatever. And then we'll be done with that one. And then next go round we can pick up all these to sell if we want to sell them. Or we're probably going to wait a little longer on selling them. I want to get a bunch of it together to make a nice big shot of a big pile of fruits and vegetables or whatever we grow. So like we have these pineapples and things like that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the time lapse, and I'll catch you in a minute. Alrighty then, I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. As you can see, I cleared everything out because we got to rearrange it and we got to get these cabbages planted back as well. We'll have to come back on the next episode and get all these watermelons and pumpkins out. We'll put them somewhere, I don't know where, and tend to that. We have some on here. I don't know if we have any in these ice chests. Yeah, we have strawberries. See, in there, they're real small. And then we have tomatoes in here. As you can see, they're real close to the other. They don't look really that great. And then the bell pepper. They really don't. They made these too small, in my opinion. They should have made that a little bigger. But what we'll do is try to make it so that it looks like we have a whole stash of stuff after we finish with it. But anyway, I think that we're going to be good on this one. Let me see. We need to save it. Check our chickens again. Check old Buddy. They need a little food. Buddy's mad at us. We're going to take him with us. You can take him with you. You can pet him and do all kind of stuff. We'll do that. We're going to get some more dogs. You can get other kinds. You can get cat. We're going to get cats. We got to move this. So we got a lot coming. We just got, we're building slowly, trying to get things done. It's a beautiful scenery. There's my big greenhouse I built. You can build that with the book. So we got to pick all those eggs up now, get the ice chest for that and everything. But we're doing good. We're going to make it daylight before we end it, and then we'll probably end the video here. And then we'll later on another episode, we'll try to get it all situated. I don't know why this is in the middle of the area here. I didn't think that it was supposed to be. Let's move some of this out of the way. We are going to probably move our, our well. This is our well. We're going to put this over here closer so we can keep all that out of the way. There we go. But let's go ahead and go to sleep. Save it and everything. Appreciate everybody. Let that get taken care of. Save it nicely. Make sure you save your game. Make backups in case something happens. But there we go. I appreciate everybody. We're going to go ahead and call that here. I hope you enjoyed. And I'm going to catch you on the next one. Don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on your notification bell. And I'm going to catch you on the next one. Goodbye, everybody.